Yeah.
Okay, so this is the moving average. This is where we get it on trend, moving average. So there are things that you have to understand about the moving average. You have to understand about the method and where to apply. These are the most important things when it comes to a moving average. And the period and the shift, they both play an important role. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to show you something. Period 50, exponential close. You see my red line there?
Yeah.
Okay, let me show you something. You'll be surprised. Then shift. Let me change the line here. The color, let's put it to blue. Can you see something here? Okay.
In terms of color.
No, in terms of the moving averages, there is something right there. There is something right there. If you check, you see that we use the same period, 50, but now they are showing different things. Why? Because we used different shift. So when you are trading with moving averages, or when it comes to moving averages, you have to take note of every detail because it counts. Every detail counts. You know, a moving average on exponential moves differently from a moving average on simple. You see the difference?
Okay.
So what happens? The difference between exponential and simple is that simple moving average is heavier than exponential.
Okay.
Exponential is very fast. It's like it's like a magnet. It reacts to every movement. But the simple moving average is very hard. It's a hard man.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very hard. It does not respond to anything. But the problem now is that it is
Okay.
slow to detect a trend. So due to its heaviness, it is very hard for the market to pull it along. You see?
Well, it's slow to do right.
To give us signal. Because it's heavy, it is very hard for the market to pull it along, unlike the exponential.
Okay.
Yes, unlike the exponential, at least when it comes to the exponential, it is easier because exponential is very fast. But the problem of exponential is that for exponential, it is very easy to give a false signal.
Okay.
Yes, it is very easy for exponential to give a false signal. Why? Because it is fast. That is the reason. It is fast, which means it reacts to everything. Whatever the market wants to do, this one just follows around. Follow my leader. Yes, that is the main problem with the exponential moving average. But there is one good thing about the exponential moving average. The good thing is you get to see the signal early. Oh,
You get
to see the signal early.
Okay.
Okay. So now, these are also lagging indicators. They are a multi-purpose. They are used for many things. One of them that I want to teach you today is called trend detection. Trend detection. They are called what?
Trend detection.
Yes. They are, you know what? If you are going to be a trader who can survive with an account, you need to master the art of trend trading. Never trade against the trend.
Okay.
Yes, never trade against the trend. So I'm going to show you there are two ways which can tell you about the trend, how the trend moves, or how you detect the trend. There are two ways which I'm going to show you.
Okay.
You see, when you want to see the market trend, you don't see it on M15. You need to come to H4 and D1. H4 and D1. That's how you can see where the market is coming from and where the market is going. You can never see that on a smaller time frame. Okay?
Yeah.
So this is something to note. So what do? This is you, Mr. Lobelo. You want to know where the market is coming from and where the market is going. You can use a moving average. So here, mainly the moving average is there. You can use any, I'm saying any number that you want. Let's say we use moving average 50 here. Okay, it's like the shift is still there. Let us remove the shift. I'll teach you how to use the shift later. Right. So what happens now? Moving averages, they use what we call crossover strategy. Crossover strategy, you know, when anything just crosses over, not crossover night. No, I'm saying crossover strategy. Yeah. So this is when something this is when two things crosses against each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like the moving average here, when it crosses over with the candlesticks right here, we begin with the candlesticks. Do you see a crossover here?
Yeah.
Yeah. And do you see what happened? The market was buying.
Going
So
up.
this is how you can use the moving average. When the candlestick is above the moving average, it is an uptrend. And when the candlestick is below the moving average, it is a downtrend. Like here, you see this place? There was a crossover right here.
Yeah.
And then the market was selling. You see it? Yes.
Yeah.
So if you want to know the trend, check the positioning of the moving average. Is it above the candlestick or is it below the candlestick? When it is above the candlestick, it means that it is selling. When it is below the candlestick, like here, look, there was a crossover here and the market was buying. Okay, so when it is below the candlestick, it is a bullish market. So when it is a bullish market, now you need to be able to detect the trend. But one thing that you have to know is that every moving average, it detects a different trend according to the size. Do you get me there?
Come again.
Okay, I'm saying every moving average period detects its own different trend because of its size. You see? So the bigger your period is, the bigger the trend. Here we're using moving average 50 and the market is saying buy. But what if we use the moving average 200? Let's put on exponential. Okay, let's leave it on simple. You see? If you check on when we use the moving average 50, there was a lot of noise on the market. When I say noise, I mean there were a lot of buys and sells on the market. But now when you use moving average 200, you can see that there are few buys and sells, because you can see that when it says buy, it buys for a long time. When it says sell, it sells. Do you see what I'm talking about? Or let me do this. Let us do this. Let us put another moving average 50 together on the moving average 50. Right. Do you see what I'm talking about? Let us come here. We are here, right? Do you see this place? Do you see? Okay. So, according to moving average 50, here we're supposed to sell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it is a downtrend. But here it came back, it said sell again, and then here it is buying. But if you check in that same area, this is the area, right? Moving average 200 is still saying buy.
Yes. Still selling buy.
So you see now, the bigger the moving average is, the bigger the trend is. So according to a moving average 50, we could have come here to sell, and right, but now according to moving average 200, it was saying wait, look for buy opportunities. And now with the time that our fractal appeared here, by the time that our fractal appeared here, we could have just pressed the buy and we could have bought. My brother, do you see it?
I see it.
Do you see the light now?
The what?
The light. I mean, like, is it becoming clearer and clearer?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you see.
Clear.
Yeah. So now, what can we do? Let's say, let us use another moving average. I love moving average 800. 800.
Well, which means here the perfect one to use is 200.
Okay. Now, it depends with what you want to trade. That's why we always encourage you guys that master the strategy, because you know what? Each strategy have got its own moving average. There are some places where moving average 50 works perfectly, and there are some places where it doesn't work. There are some places where moving average 200 works perfectly, and there are some places where it doesn't work. So at the end of the day, it all comes down to what are you trading and how do you want to trade. Yeah. So like here, you see the green one is now the moving average 800. If you see now, on moving average 800, let us come here. You see this place? Moving average 50 said sell, right? And indeed, if you were to sell, you would have around 38 pips, 42 pips, okay? Which is not bad. And it's for, this is the 4 hour. It's from 28 August up to when? 28 August up to, you see, up to 6 September. You see. So moving average, it gives you the chance to trade every day. This one is for intraday traders, at least in swing traders. But now when you come to moving average 200, it's for swing traders. But moving average 800 is for position traders, because look, it will tell you buy around here, right? On 6 September, you buy for 181 pips, and it will stop selling on buying. Okay, our market stopped on 18 October. You see? Yeah, so you see, for someone who wants to trade for 2-3 weeks, right? Yeah, moving average 800, you take the trend from there. But what I can advise you to do is, if ever you want to use the moving average to detect the trend, you can try to use 1 or 2 trend detectors, maybe moving average 50 and moving average 800, because trading the overall trend is also knowing the overall trend is good, and also trading the current trend is also good. Yeah, so you see, so these 2 indicators, they are both good. All of them, they are good to be used as trend detectors. So the bigger the moving average period, the bigger the trend it will be, and the longer it will be for you to get a signal. Because imagine this person, if they are using this one, for instance, they exit their trade around here, it means that they would have to they'll exit around here, because this one told them buy. So it means that they would have to wait from 28 August without trading up to, they'll be taking smaller trades like this, smaller, but for the big trade, they'll have to take it on 6 September. So from 20 to the 6th, that's around 20, 29, 30, maybe 31. That's around 9 to 10 days without taking a trade. So the question is, can you do it? If you cannot take so much long without taking a trade, then automatically it means that this strategy is not your strategy.
Okay.
It means that this strategy is not your strategy. You see, so now it is up to you to familiarize with what you really want to use. Do you want to use the smaller one? Do you want to use the medium one? Do you want to use the big one? But what I would advise, I think the 50 and the 200, they are a better core to trade with. They are better pay to trade with. There are various reasons we can talk about, but I think now, because of our time is gone. I will leave this to you. Then the next time that we are going to have a lesson, we are going to talk about using both of them to detect a trend. Okay?
Okay.
Okay, no problem, brother. Until we meet again, please take care and practice what I'm teaching you. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.